Yeah, for sure. Speaking of Clive Churchills and grand finals, so 3 of the last 7 Clive Churchill winners have been fullbacks. And I think the fullback in the modern era is just tasked with so much more responsibility at both ends of the field as well, attacking and defensively, of course. Given how the game has kind of developed nowadays, would you rather have the best fullback in the comp and an average half, or the best halfback and an average fullback?
Oh, that's a good one. It's interesting with the debate with fullbacks. Like you said, their jobs. It's probably why they've been up in lights in grand finals. Just the amount of work they do, their hands on the ball.
Yeah,
And you just see them a lot more. But I don't think you can win a comp with a good fullback and a half decent halfback. I think you need a good halfback to win it. And we've seen this year how sort of probably limited we have of good halfbacks in the comp. And then we're going to get more teams in. Their prices are going up ridiculous. I think Sam Walker's asking 1.3, 1.4, and you go,
yeah.
that's too much. But then you think of it, and you can't really buy them or make them. So I would take halfback any day of the week. I think they're the absolute premium in the NRL.
I think you're right, because even like I think the perfect example, I was reading this like debate on Reddit the other week. I think the perfect example is the Knights. Like you've got Kalen Ponga, who won the Dally M last year and is one
Yep,
of the most elite fullbacks in the game, but they don't have halves. Like their halves suck.
yep,
Period.
yep.
And last year, sure, they had that fairy tale run, the back end of the season to make the finals and then get into the second week. But then the wheels fell off, and then this year they couldn't even crack the top 8. So for
And I
me, that's
think the other
probably
thing
the best
too
example.
is, yeah, that is such a good example. The Knights that sort of sort that out, and you probably the other example of it is maybe like Storm this year. Like they've had Jerome Hughes on fire the whole year, and they've had a couple of different fullbacks.
Yeah,
I think they even had at one stage um, the utility playing there, the 14. And you just see that they get through the sets, they make it look good and pretty on the outside. But if you don't have someone to unlock those sort of fullbacks and the outside backs, then you sort of cast. So yeah, I think it's underrated the halfback as well. We just think they're growing trees, but they don't.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.